enti epel eno na ibi say how did we get here under this Mahama administration the andra eno ho demonstration ena e course na NDC for ehu numbers no omo eba say omo baye we di ankosihwe na ankosihwe abontina mo ba bia say ya dia kan yase ya present petition na ya jantoa ihu se otia kasa afidie bi so jese otumu se wasu ama na nia ye ko eno sorry pepa dani ni su ye woso eno kotina kasa afidie no so na otumu se jese super hine no na ya jantoa dai no nka no okrom ha na anopai ba hey mobaya day obaya day Ghana for akasa na ya jantoa why must you do that ya na ga ibi kasa ya no mu refi say every bi ibi esi ye de nyina eti oban mu ha eno mu ekasa se de enra afenyo marking sabi jamfi no ohobi na omo aye demonstration Bank of Ghana na odane de ma atu forcing ene atu is forcing debay accept and atu forcing e kan back then video no ho e bia na mu amo kasa no mu hu video na mu susun kasa the last time na mu wo man mu ha the same thing happened. What did you say? Ya na mo ka say saben prabiasa ya hohoro ya nim ekoso on atu force Bank of Ghana sa the council oyesi head of security no nye di paketo ho banking structures no security no he's next after the director oye di pakese pao Bank of Ghana penny pao premu no kra edi hodoma structure no head of security oshebubi dipa na atu force de no kasa no person di petition no ebema no that just odo so ayobi pa or your lawyer ni but atu force ke kan na dwen kire no eno no de yanti bibia wo mamu ha and then what has changed that afenyo market ese na ya jantoa and as a presidency and respect NPP and I must say Dina na ya jantoa kan kroba atem didie be no friend di nanado and then you be on the daughter of an Oxford trained lawyer and then the papa address and no person say the respect to the one kasa the day why on and then how have you conducted yourself and then the joke about papa address Oxford trained lawyer pharmacist or said the deal more to you got to quite or did you matter then that get in some trophobia in your voice nana kwa me pacho video no wo ha o de yan refresh your memory na menya yina yan hwe atu force and the no ne ye omo ekọ ho a omo ekai na ene ibiasia hell must break loose that ye afenyo also being led by our national chairman Asedun Kitia. Today we embarked on a demonstration dubbed Occupy Bank of Ghana. But before we tell you why we are here and present our petition to you and make our demands, we also like to know you so that we know those we are speaking to, because we don't know you. We're expecting to see Mr. Ernest Addison. Unfortunately, we can't see him here, so we would like to know those of you who are here. We get your name and position again.
Wing Commander Kwame Asarabwati, retired Director Security, Bank of. I'm retired, sir, and also a council like you, please. So,
Minority Leader will respond. Okay.
So first, let me say that I feel very disrespected as the leader of the opposition in Parliament, for a simple reason that we demanded to the government bank of the known as the Bank of Ghana. the governor has 2 deputies, namely Deputy 1 and Deputy 2. Unfortunately, he has decided to disrespect. His 2 deputies has also decided to disrespect us by not being here and to receive our petition. We never said we are going to present our petition to the head of security or someone responsible for security, with all due respect. You are not the one responsible, and we will not give you our petition. Let me also say that, in summary, we will hold you accountable, particularly the governor. We are demanding his exit. And now that he has decided to disrespect us, we will not present our petition. We will go and come back again. We will come back here again. And we will come back and demand to see him in person. The crowd you've seen is just the beginning. We will come back again. And I assure you, trust me, we will come back again. He should better come in here. If he thinks that the IMF is more important than the Parliament of Ghana, if he thinks that the IMF is more important than the people of Ghana, he's here because of the people of Ghana and not IMF. So let him deal with the IMF, but we'll come after him. We will come after him. Until we see him, we are not stopping. This is just the beginning. A lot more will come. So, on that note, we mean no disrespect.
So, how is this one different from the Andrew Koswa and some truth will be 88? How is this different from the Andrew Koswa? When I mean karma, the law of karma. How is this different from the Andrew Koswa? When this for the Abuya departure obi on at to force it, head of security, banking structure. Nabisa say head of security. You know no kasa or no crack say abe counsel like you lawyer ni onye di part keke. You felt disrespected that who enra afenyo mark na country say we nobody and then you know on pen ma seb no pen then no amode mo ye no that oh my word yeah that yesterday omo ye bi. And to say, be a referee say a course 2023 video and ye channel. And then Momo Tiamo Usu Afenyo market, Uber to be our Uber to be our Afenyo market. Uber to be our Afenyo market. And Ramo Yano, dear lawyer Dina no Jinaho as head of security, or no, dear no Yenipa. No Yenipa, in seal and an agent and video. What the Yenipa chair, lawyer Dina no Jinawa. Or the Bank of Ghana petition. You are nobody. Or don't know the no you own. Yabetua Jubadi no so on. Na when same be say, Udia Share. Internet never forgets. Mokra the NDC for 1 man Jumana ye food. Yabwatch them. Mokasa too much. Mokasa too much. And then no anybody mo. Kasa don't dos do NDC. Kasa don't dos too much. It's mama juma na yefo. Videos wo everything is available. Nana ya jantwa. Nobody. Usu. and yeah, compare a year Bank of Ghana head of security now also part the show. Now don't see somebody why. End of the case. Yeah, try to my so and President John Dramani Mahama. Why reshuffle? President Mahama maintained him for reshuffle. The first time reshuffle ne on sheda nim yesa. Na this time around why reshuffle and wa reassign ibino newsa e wo honso edono na reshuffle no ebia nana kwa bebe to be the Felix Kwaku for so release na to so Minister of Defense for over a year. Okay, Nkansah barely a year ni. Dr. Omane Buama, may his soul rest in perfect peace. Omu efi mu ya August 6, 2025. Ghana for ebisa na the Minister of Defense Yemfano Emma at the omunye replacement. Where in November, President Mahama Bekachre say dipro ya Minister of Defense, the Environment, you know, or you be Ebesho ya Kenya Bepem and a President Edu Biasho. Don't wanna cry ni him say Brojaja Mfi. Oduna no ye deputy. Don't wanna him say Brojaja Mfi no de no Ebeba Besho. Edu Bebe ni him say Zaneto. And then he did no beba a year defense. Na and then omudi afa Brojaja Mfi kon Atna ministry for close to 2 years any na ibi corner say omo enya the substantive minister actually say the American yet Zaneto nso edi but and then ankobanisa edi no ene wo ho no eno nti ene changes are abano no a year honorable Kenneth Gilbert Ejay na owo a year works and housing but a briefly about between 2015 to 2017 Kenneth Gilbert Ejay no also ye Deputy Defense Minister. And President Mahama, the comfortable zone, yes, Defense Ministry there. Ya de ma obia ya dono pa. Enti na just say ebia odo eye Kenneth Gilbert Ejay. Eche yemia broja Jemfi. Enti ene Kenneth Gilbert Ejay. And enra would President Mahama and some will say Dr. Omane Buamadi loyalty dear jai. Na just want to papa dana kumaso into Honorable Kenneth Gilbert Ejay and where in free works and housing at an aba a year defense ministry CC and Minister of a year environment science and technology Misha Sifrio Dr. Zaneto Ajman Rollins MP is it Clote Coleus Clote or no any yadina ababeshe a year environment science and technology any Sanso and Ministry of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. Mahama Ayariga currently no majority leader. Na nkomo ekoso wachire ye hu se bia NDC fo no ebeyi edefra koyaso as majority leader sedeba adio entisi say Mahama Ayariga eno no echo local government chieftaincy and religious affairs enti komo okoso parliament aye hu say bi obefru as majority leader but who say DB trende James Agalga bine but it's not been confirmed oh enti yenso yaso ewo ho de besi bia de nkomo ni nyina ebebro Ahmed Ibrahim is a works housing and water resources Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim and also MP. In tonight, changes are aba and on reshuffle and some have been reassigned into kakra ewoho edono. Na and komo ewoho and komo ewoho papa enti menkwa no suna yanku koko ada matters no enyina eso. Na Friday said yaka chire no. Na Friday na say yami aduma and then now watch pepepe na we get to a year election sir ebekoso hopefully next Saturday and no date no ebeye 15th for some time now ube will say yes a ninth vigil for Chairman Wontumi ninth vigil in solidarity with Chairman Bernard Entry Buesiakun. But for your information, and Chairman Bernard with himself on seven prisons, and the lawyer for a file a fresh application, High Court application. I just say the lawyer attach here, extra say ebe release Chairman Wontumi on bail pending appeal. Enti enra ena nkrata no epie measure say betumi de atoso amawa na a fresh High Court application for the release of Chairman Wontumi on bail pending appeal. na nkrataa no de ɛwɔ so sɛdeɛ yɛakenkan no yame ɛyɛ adoma da ukuada bosumi a yɛwɔ mu ne da ɛtɔ so dunkro ɛna high court ɛbɛtena ase justice Kwaku the court ɛbɛtena ase na case no akɔpie n'anim na afei ɔmo abɔm anaasɛ ɔmo akeka nsɛm sɛdeɛ na yɛahwɛ so ɔbɛma chairman Bernard Entwibuasiako bail pending appeal wonim sɛ ne lawyer for so ɔmo ɛhwɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛkɔ appeal into Wednesday 19th August asɛm no ɛkɔ court bio na ɛyɛ lawyer attach ɔmo akɔ pre-bail ɛde ama chairman wuntumi na yɛahwɛ sɛ ɔmo ɛbɛma no bail na nti na kyɛ sɛ asɛm ɛwɔ hɔ but ɛnɛ na wɔtwe pɛpɛɛpɛ yɛkɔsiri pɛ yɛkɔ akɔsiri pɛ ɛnɛ na wɔtwe ɛbɛyɛ 14th August na yɛkɔsiri pɛ ɛwɔ Asantemantam ha DMB office Dr. Baumia officer ɛwɔ ɛyɛ asukwa no ɛhɔ ɛne yɛn nyinaa yɛde yɛni ɛkyerɛ na yɛkɔ akɔsiri pɛ abɔ mpayɛ ɛso afrɛ yɛwurade Nyankopɔn sɛ ɔnkasa yame ebia beka obi beka say too strong a word or say vengeance is mine Bible mu yame or say vengeance is mine chairman want be the kind of say or say who my mind yɛde yɛnyobia and then ɔman no NDC foɔ ɛna ɛte akonya no so enti yɛde yɛsɛ who my mind but yɛsufrɛ Awurade Nyankopɔn a ɔno a waka no wɔ n'asɛm mu sɛ vengeance is mine Awurade Nkansah ɛno na yɛ supernatural yɛahoɔden ntumi nyɛ hwee nti otwadi ampɔ yɛkɔsu afrɛ no sɛ ɔnkasa on the 14th chairman Wontumi remains a political prisoner enti yame yɛ adoma ɛnɛ na wɔtwe pɛpɛɛpɛ yɛkɔ akɔbɔ saa mpaeɛ na ɛyɛ organizers ɔmo akeka dwumadie yi asi ani wonim sɛ ɛyɛ constituency chairman ɛwɔ mu bi but ɛnɛ mene ɛyɛ committee for ni bi organizing a committee no mpanyinfoɔ ni bi wɔ ha no ma yɛne ɔmo ɛbɛtwitwe nkɔmɔ nti yɛba abɛdi saa nkɔmɔ no yɛdi nkɔmɔ no awia Friday nkɔmɔ nsɛm pii ɛwɔ hɔ ɛyɛ Richard Agyman ɛdɛn nso ɔbɛba abɛka me ho na yɛatena ase ne yɛatoato adwene nsɛ deɛ wotum sɛ grounds wayɛ hyehyehye obi ayɛ campaign jai election bia doesn't come easy next week regional elections it is sisiano the job no day grounds obi ayɛ the campaigns about now Kwame Owusu Bampo your friend KOB Kwame Owusu Bampo simply known as KOB or your Ofori Chrome communications officer na a chair night vigil or vigil night committee no or no one assigned communications officer yani no ndin komo ewo vigil yi ho ye na na watch pepepe enti dantem what me aba beginam na ya bompai esu afre ye Awurade Nyankopɔn KOB ewa ha sir, you were also one time the assembly member.
I was still assembly member.
I'm
proud.
Yeah, but
was Udiri Ados and register with the hand where you be a film sena Becon.
You know, how member
what came with Joso and with what for
here,
Joso. Bajadum Yami.
Former friend.
Oh, are you sure? or the blood yet me
but congratulations also. You just won the communications officer for a year of recruit. It's a part in Kwafini introduced. You went for a contest,
yes,
and you won. Into congrats,
thank you. Need to be so amount and no free room a MPP delegates. In fact, I'm much older, a better massive. We be a bomb pie, maybe. That's it. And that's not business. And we know when I'm from dear Yame Esra and not a bomb, my immorting, and uncle. But say ye be a home to man. Both stakeholders of the country, more sector by sector. Both say, don't wanna, behind. I know. And now no can say, what trying to be a clear in Jadiala. Oh, of who's got as much. Maybe one business much. The Chroma, I work as I want to here.
Be a macho much.
Democracy. Though those is near ye new P, but me said George Lawrence no yes anima or ye BDM, but any under democracy 92 by no. Yeah, we say anima we. 92 by the Fourth Republic. You can judge Ghana or Kufoma Peku for Ghana, Atamas Ghana, and Akufo Ghana. So now men some bring na say na you've come to different world. Go nyama here better say you say you shan come ba nyama ekosu say na sasa and no demonstration of gazama sasa e ho a but nyama ya kenkan history a dey ntokwaba nipa ntam no and say society beju omemu no say na marketing ti we ya o okay because abortion yam biasa asema na okay eye adwanto obaro na ya adwanto so is CPP ni
CPP but she say no honorable chairman Sabons Besia she has transmogrified to be a member of the NDC
na say the petition come government
also a senior presidential staffer and no a senior presidential and this after your mark Nkansah channel officer
o change Judas so Nkansah na no change Judas so Judas no yesu nam na we dey drink on why oyi ni mai it was CPP for am na be senior the staffer among the current government I the petition kwa na was obeje you criminal and na o ka say me dey say because of technology and now some American is being recorded. Actually, the former minority leader, West used to describe the head of security of Bank of Ghana. Was the same West now? You can't say minority leader can't handle it. But I think they win Ghana for sure. Ghana for the young common so. Say, you can say, want to me, Virgin Night, near the Atuson say, Ashanti stands with want to me. Then the slogan will be light of unity. Light of unity. So, because Ashanti stands with want to me, what do we mean by that in this? Say, yeah, Virgin Night, and I say, to pay solidarity to amount for what Dimu, what Brebi, now I be more, who feels how you or someone no. Issue. Go over children must see any or more musuno, issue, or more muscles, and no more any emum. Now, share Chamaun to me, why be Amagana, and young people go why you be Amagana. So, be to me enjoy good policies of Nanado Danko administration. Credit in the Chamaun to me. Why do I say that? Yes, something which is 2016. votes are yetiminya de boa party no. Who was leading Asante region by then? It's that time party no kwa na no. Or you do boa party my party no to be by power. It's a power buy and until man na do to be influence such as na ze wona dey e buy. It which means why ye adwuma kase amagana. It's onye bibi wade se. Minister Komana Melody no. If you are getting it. It's onye ni paketu bi asabi o. Baby a wakoduru no. Na asabi sika adufufo bi dey chama wotumi tu mu a. E bi asabi o in court nkanti asebe dey. And ofuka not care market uko bi obi say want to me afiase na odano am political persecution because sabi na nipa na orji tu mu so kotu galamse ko mu na mamandre no ono oni mo hwe edem eti ye hwe sa bia na owom sa amanya onnamun awocha sabi anya de wodi boni bia de ato no so no eno ho yaudie eno ho ayroho eno ye man ti asese ye kan ho asante e kan ye kan asante a enye asante man pese anase asante as a tribe but obi bia wa asante man mu bia no ani ye sore gina ye ka che chama say ye kan ho na aka say ye si a ye bom pae e dia boa no ese nya me be hunu mo bo na se be apia ye koi no and sebe na no bi kasemi o se senya bodua anka na ntwie to no anka konfo so ensem so video na tell you nyina is about say ye asantemai ana santi antemu ano ye nyina ba rehia edafie dai ewe ne na otwe sam me nyina na nipa na sase e ba ye hwe nipa no less than because say for Kwaku MPP for more delegates you almost 1,800 it's almost 1,000 yeah well the greater Kumasi the 11 constituencies no so be about 11,000 and that memfo say be we can say yeah ba man say come floating voters but so more akoma pabi am MPP no omunya be come between more than 1,500 no and provisions have been made for them. Yakobompaye, yes, so candle, you provide candle, so no, I'm a beer or baby, ye t-shirts, and some more, security, police will be there.
Yeah.
Aside that, no, so no, yeah, baby, I Kwaku, ye bambo some no, a chuma, in the city public siaswa, or see a share, say, or more, or more, because of refreshment, you need to refresh them, say, Sue, and that's not for no. You make provision for obi obeba but yes say yamra because me Jesus obabi ni na ne de ni
political prisoner
na de ni na mu keke ayawo na ade first no me say then tire ti obi akotum do at least your mother reason na manipa no but me feel say reason no me ma ye no do for nko mo de no come on.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting like a political prisoner. Execution for them. And your bonnet because something here quite you know. So if so, Tanzania at the border no, can you to Musa? Yay, and you actually so I care. Opinion of the but yes, Tanzania at the border no, or no more say.
On the bush,
what go to Galamsey or go to Galamsey?
On to be crada
on concession. No the argument on make say. Oh, to me, so no more betting too. It's going to be a cabinet go to Galamsiana. It's a stress and mine. What was Santa Regina Bia? A probability and Cabia. Nasa, who to me an MPP at Dawakumaswa, a defeater. Yacha minutes, and yes, I say. And ya ask interchange also. South filling station was on DMB office. Yes, Pai. Nyamagana, who to be so wonderful. MPP, aha, as at mine, and the MPP, you flew my honey train from my say. Yet to me, transmit because you can't before no, you have found co. You can't something history. Kwaku na se bi ya santo no di akire no o man tia no e pe for ko a ye di akire
dokwe
seti ya fe leader yenti entrance enkosi da ben etu wanya de podi amawda na because so me nya free SHS ko ya me the credit no man na do wi a me de bi ma asante me de ma asante so a me de ma wontu because ona na odi okun nanim so when you okun nanim ti ma power can mean that those good policies no aya ja na one na se for nke beti ma ye dey ya ye na se for na ka for moduma ye mo mala wan so can't me ye asante ready vote etwa more than 12 agency and that tells you oh yeah to my thing
very passionate about
and this girl no say you know ma and I return mu say but some say because boni bi no and go say agent na we say bi say o so political prisoner it's enya mo no kwa we ana
bi crowd you so kotu who ono ne nam hafa de ho adi
but you know say bible ka sem bi o se ba ko sori o kapim egu mienu sori a ye kampim du egu eti esere ahobrasiem ni die kwa so asante edafie da nwumre no ye hia ho na menim say ye tiemu afro so nyankopon na o so be kasa go ke to as be be no na mo na no me bisa bia meye me je se oba nya be bia wano beka no o so betie ndi esere mo over 10,000. We say if we be the people do be share it count the cost. It will be one more be about brobi of family station. Of family because your official number ye de etudua. Siankwa dia ye sabeka. Ye bompa say Kenya be adom na aba Afrikasi so de wi asema nyina obi a wa ma no nyina no omoso ehunu bi. In some of these things it comes to the cost. In the yesterday, Kitwa Biansa, the Biabet is so that I may you. As at now, yet my budget of various people. If they were there, I don't know. See me, I you my dear way. I say, Chama want to be the same you. Baby, I know, or tear. Nakuma come better than Yamaka. Obenya rechichire no kasi nyame hira nso a san hira no nso no ebebem keke di ne esere nyina say
enti share time
because of said the next day elections no ya pesa e be no all night by 12 the na yetimi apom
okay
but then me na apom a say bi mo mo confide there one dey be make provision square am for so akonfie ba o ba ne de me wani na wa ebra but yes constituency chairman and organizers for no obia mo bo an nkrofo no anu kakra me for krom chama mankwadi anim ye ne MP no trust ye no you expect to see have the package about 1,000 and the different for krom eba it's a score for some more than come be come the nkrofo ni nyina aba so bi eba insha so ba Bantima eba so ameba kwada so ba jo so ba out of 47 yenye comment mama say e mu 20 constituency and even say e be the 100 be the 200,000 eba if it's only 10,000 you know ye benya abro
enti KOB na wote de no ye na wotwe pepepe Chairman Bernard Enchibu Asiako the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP. Yame Aduma next week Saturday. Yakwakoye regional elections. Na chairman, not just a chairman, won't to me as the Ashanti Regional Chairman. What him saw did the ni a year national. And he say, what the chairman won't to me? Yame Aduma and then now what you prepare send your KOB can na ye share a year DMB office was said ye can on the piano Sadia Tafro DMB office Askwa filling station no honoma eho ena yeshia batra se na memma ya agima na kwaba agima memma kwaba
na oge me joso
na hoye
ro da dum ne abusia fo mpa bo me hoye
ye da ya bia se ena na ho pepepe DMB office night vigil in solidarity with chairman
da oge ma menchia obi memfa enchia ma menua kewodi ene abusuafo a ye wo ha nyina
ne de say bampu nti odo ye KOB ai
memfa nchia ma mate wodi ya batene na mene wahia memfa nchia ma na memfa nchia ma Ghana mampanyin dadanum His Excellency John Ajikum Kufuor ene Nana Addo Dankwa Kufuor na memfa nchia ma o ma badi akiri His ba o mi ade digita ba o mi Ghana ni daso ye ba no deni ene ye Franka Tunia ye de ne kokon ye election 2028 memfa nchia ma no na men Sabunsu the chief of staff ne enkane dom do no ban de ne so amemra shebedwani double K Minchia Bernard Ntwibosia, the champion chairman. Me say as part of dedication, may ye the amanono. The chairmanship race here, I mean support to be. I will not support anybody because I'm support to chairman to me. I still believe, say, in my heart, he would have been the best ever. Kyeremanteng. If he is not there, not until one no back for me say, if he are away, man, I'm whoever becomes the chairman, we shall work with him. Kanchia, Emma, no, baby, will be. I mean, see when you may bambo, and when you may say, the air could be a Yameno, we shall drag Mishak and Abednaguno. Say Yameno, or man whom by infinite time for some. In him say, in Pabe Bibri, then so Yame, the Yamiashe, and a Bebahono, in tea. Mamen fanchia mano mamenchia honorable Dr. Efrie ayu Efrie efijase mashebedwani memfanchia mano ewie na menchia honorable atuma bi agent of member of parliament minua Frank Yeboah memfanchia mawo mu numre double K machi ewie na medemano betu minua kewobi wadane DCCA so na makamba busuafo a wo ha nyina ati se empanyisi e de wo yonko a ne e de wo se wanhwe na wo ye wadwene se eye wuntumi ene wo manya no ebeba wonse ebewie do so fisene wuntumi da fiase enti so bi be ye MPP adwuma enye wuntumi ne be ana me wa wonse wo mu free so oh, that's it. Into Masuma, number Munkudia, you were free at him. Because the doctor, you were free, and Andy, at yes, woman, as winty, Ashanti region. Oh, yeah. But who's saying, the stupid Kakulani say, a choir, Patasi. Passing Gardens, Kwana, young when Kyeremanteng with the idea 28 years, no amigo. Stupefied version of it. Go to Techimai, and yet a you side road, and yet a Mantemo coin. Cohet Techimai, Kintampo, a Techimai, Kintampo to Tamale, a Quano. No cohet said your mamma or does your mampena. Go and see. Potu would car boom say, growl, tiny minute me pay at once. Mean can and then now experience from me, and you can say ask anybody who car boom at once or time you need to me pie. Oh, enti and so no umbeba na umobe umu yen in the what you say a chama won't mean umo yeno enti and yeshi one umusha no na umode ne japadia wo. Then soon ya a da. Yen tradition no any NDC tradition no say yen tradition no de bia me catch say yen ye gidi se o manipa nyansa ne nimde a obetimi de ne nyansa ne nimde no apre abonebra na obonebra no nya na japade a onfa. That is why we call our owning democracy. So any pin ko pene japade we nya na japade wi a ye bo ho by man say onu no nya ye wonfa. communism NDC for practice no the omo ye ni say omo ye ni brefo omo adwene ye omo say ehiafo ndi na sikafo ayi enti no sisikani nya o gifiri ni offer difference between communism and conservatism. So I did make sure no. Enti niema we na aircourse no. Anshasi ende that is why I was oba na obeka ho eme ye ko ade because unim de be we no so. Hwe me kire wade unim Silver Star a company na friend Silver Star. Ne e fro no Tata Motors. De na ye ne de ne e fro ni sian. What did mo gifiri ni nsam. What unim osikani ya aboache. Unim osikani ya aboache. Ono no obi a goldsmith first ewo ahanoma na wo ye gold uduru de cham so afie bi na ya ne se akonwa na isi ho no no ne fie ano wo de goldsmith no NDC for ne tata no e ma papa no wo ya woni Mr. B Mensa he bet Mensa papa won ne ye pania tobacco wo mu ne tata no ena na adwuma ye basa woni nana apiamenka no ya apinu Rollins gina platform so e ka mfanyale ne to na apia men ka sebi papa panyina wanyine no na wode idi nsamfu wode sika na idi nsamfu in 2009 ya we wo mu win elections anom ka kire se Kesbin Mr. Lawyer Kwabna Kese woye money laundering otiye egu papa na ni ma se propra we two seafoods awotema o kai se omuko fish bi na apro edi machine ko fish no so a fish no mfa bi so kura na ebi enwu ya no mo pere pitibita enso no say ISPA no oto about 9 billion. This is not the first time omudi di santini bi di kanibi. Now I'm not sure it will be the last. Enti se otenawa me se otenawa ibia the next one will be you. Ma wanimre yama ya ni bene ibia na de toso no eye wo keke if Las Vegas ni maduru ha eni pani able o depending abre the ekoso no we are serious.
Oh yes, ya fa ba ko na ya tna ho din ya
na unim na o ma create water hunu bi o ma create water hunu bi and I don't know why our judiciary is becoming that mushroom, because you see obia cannot be proven guilty until proven guilty by the court of law. And I mean, the person is innocent until proven guilty by the court of law. We investigate you, be. When now say we are investigating on an alleged what. No, if you was easy, and I'm seizing account when 2,000 of them, and I'm using them. Why don't you do what you want? Yes, a statement, you know. Even obia offer public office kolano mo koko shame ra say oye declaration of asset kolano you have no rights here betiano until the court wa makwanse na asset na we declare no say wo ko no wiaye enumpo a yen ye wa adwene say onyaye obi wiaye mo protect mo assets but what ko fandipa fan wa no de no twetwe pictures ewo baby na say omu dia create wo time bi ewo mobroni bi adwene so say ene yes ewo wian no de ayi se de be ya ombenya kwan bia no mo de ayewo de ompese omu yewo sa de na ekoso no eye samwa etino mo de di Yesu obi a oye sa de ne bia no he is not far from Satan. Idea what Bible.
But make sure that maybe will be and I quite so quiet on Friday. Study your kind of
campaign office. You be bomb pie. You be soon free me. na yahye bonfire ede wo mu abonsamfo a wo mu hyehyɛ akiri interdua akiri fo wo mu hyehyɛ akiri nyinaa no yɛde wo mu nyinaa gu saa agya ne mu iwia ahombɔne nyinaa edi akiri ni abompaya ama chema wontumi sɛ baabi a wo bia onyame no a enkora no na omo no ho ban
mate beda se papa ajima kari maybe a 2 minutes or so da fa bodo tofa ba na ya nkwality
na wo say yedem ochina ebeyo eti sidua be we ani ni etu ase yes so eti ebesre ese asanteman ana asantefo yenya yesu asante e ka asante nye asantefo se tribe no baya ye ano ye sorry na yen kokoso kunwe ye fi se ko vigil night we na ade papa be free my den aba
all right na kwa maybe a yen share t-shirts no design vigil I think the year of here we go t-shirts no light of unity and NPP stands with a
we bet we be Asante stands with
okay
to me
okay
where the first year December but the
okay so the way that was said by
see the only thing that will change in here NPP no and the no Asante so the Asante stands with
to be all right. And the t-shirt we start that one rock with the na kama na ya di chinemu see ya esu
fora yes ya di be call constituency no ebi omo meba no ba dodo na ya be che organ so dodo na to bi obeba obi abi no na kende ono so no me bomba is daro bebe wa be hu enye normal candle ebi with the filling station the it mean ko so ye normal candle ebi where it's more or less like a torchlight, but a candle. That's how it's been designed. I be so it's why baby I mark candle no near mount t-shirt no. But I said I'm a kind and number time to me no dono. If it's any pombe ban doso. It's also from the beer between ya boy piano, ye be apono. I nimidiemu, a quantremu, one from more be iskasem, ensuo. Bibia t-shirt no actually same dey kaka say between 5,000 but yeah expecting about 10,000 they say ye wi a ye chance shirt t-shirt na dey akoto aba no na amagana fo ni ehunu say MPP ya boabo ya say ye ba na ade ba ko mu say ye wenyi abo chama won to be so be pie aba no ade ba ko be ne de pass e bitima kan ho abom and the light of unity no by we yentman kan ho amuma yetimi nyi tumi no ya kan ho amuma yetimi nyi tumi no ndi esese ye fusa kwanya we so na so bi di bibia obi ayo bibia ye fa ye ho fom so no enche nye hu se Ghana need aso and Dr. Mahmoud Paumia come 2028 or say to abanman na 27 January 2029 ye so into office the Saturday we bitima ene omuka se bi abato ye da to aba no kwa na reading kunimu nyema kakaka we ya kunim ndi be se so the MPP ni mapa now the party opposite about power dia e defeat no o si hunu wo na me fi se oba nkunimdie no ebe dia
mbate eti yabe eya doma said the KOB kano all roads leads to a year askwa DMB office ye yira kwai kra obeba free time ya ekono na chese asotwan ewo na yiginamu the vigil for a year in solidarity with a year chairman Bernard Enchibuesia exiting Ashanti regional chairman chese that or aspire to be the national chairman and he made
akwekwa mesrew dano ye bompa energy no ye be ma MP4 no so platform no mo ye di nkomo the MPP judicial service council so no omo platform na chairman for no more region mo so no omo say more platform we aspirants are but ye ma ye campaign o na ye nyina no say ye to
Mate MPs by councils or lawyers, you know, why ya may encounter ya to adwumadieno so ya to adwumadieno so talk Ghana so in your live on Wound to Me TV. So you just heard from the man KOB or no Waka Communications team no chairman Wound to Me night vigil team no into yame shadows so ni nyina yenhia mu ewo hode yensu emfre erade yankopo ba me kan say amuzu hair food organic pa amuzu hair food we eye nko aye desra yitrim Dr. Amuzu ena odiaba edwaso na mesra ba bibia no wo hye bia no wo timi bedim se wo timi so de titru wo your ba go fa wo timi in the agro Bible cracker was a wadi munyam enti ya bomodi ansa wo bema wo timi no embubu na aye shiny na wo timi no aye kama o bema nso anasa bema nso no ya do bomodi na why wo timi anasa wo timi no why the kama say ye rasta eye hairstyle bia why bia no Amuzu hair food wabaoba Dr. Amuzu de wodi so de ade be dwa so de a why research and son or dear no eba Amuzu hair food more may you should be 2 weeks near no where you should be 3 weeks or 1 month near no ubedi one dance Amuzu hair food we use utumuse in century AC chimino it miss no kona kope bi achira kwan cosmetic shop bia ubekom bia no sabeka Amuzu hair food debi ubetumi afra homa trofo so number dey 0242 955056 0242 955056 oko eye kubase tafo ishiaye so yefre ho kunibi na so ebia pedo dudu a watu da wako yisubi anasa watu akoton nti hye so sa emame Ghana Balm ebia wapo so eye oya Ghana Balm usisi eye oya Ghana Balm eye wo spine ebu eye oya kona kope bi akira kwan wo nan ena eye oya sasabro uhie Balm kawa to them mesro use Ghana Balm ni bi fatwitwe wan kasa be hu sankyerene Ghana Balm sania etie no wote kakra na chese dia tusi oshiniemu na wapnu eno so aboa papa enti hyewa ko ya na say untumenda BP edgewa use be emame eno no so herbal shop bia bekombia pharmacy bia no okwa also pe Ghana Balm ubetumi ajob telephone number this is here number 0244 727 028 0244 727 028 or better stable to be a friend 0244 754 380 0244 754 380 Benfa ba confirm na fe men crossover to a year ajima enchai komono edos na ye ayubre na for a year emulate herbal supplement so Ede amount emulate herbal supplement Kantanka herbal pharmaceuticals omo ensado adwuma Kantanka herbal pharmaceuticals and research center omo ensado adwuma eno na emulate herbal for detoxification eyi efibia ewo widie no efibia a block niema ewo widie no ma ama eye nipadua no entumi anya adwuma yie no wonum emulate herbal wankasa beye kama bibia beye fine ewo nipadua no enti we de kansa no adwuma no wa wo pa security features no package ade no eye aduro no tumi say yes ekoyie papa eboa ma immune system no yare enka professor enti misro ye kanfo eye emulate herbal supplement ko na kojo de ewo pharmacy bia mu na afi herbal shop bia emu want to be talk Ghana jumedie so ede eye Friday si bojaye ba Ajiman ewa ha watena se ote de ne na Ajiman na watwi mu but near mekoso what site reshuffle kakra obapedi ayeno ebia na okay where your Ashanti stands with to be night vigil okay omampeni just briefly on the area reshuffle with a year defense minister say we a year defense minister in the president AJ Zaneto environment, science and technology. And I feel Ode Eye Ahmed Ibrahim Ekoshe works and housing. Na just a Bahama Ayarga Eko Eye chieftaincy, local government chieftaincy, and religious affairs.
I know I am a
majority leader. I don't know Kobo Ekosoro. Ebiana changes be branch but for now no mean to mean confirm say obu etu that year so
can as the minister and still be the majority leader.
But say as of now me who confirmation
majority leader is a ministerial appointment. He's the leader of all the ministers. He's the leader of government business. He's the cabinet member.
So talks are currently ongoing. Remember who's the names be
Yadimotu is a demotion. Majority leader is about the topmost minister. You are the leader of government business. Almost all the ministers report to you. Almost all the ministers. Everybody comes to your office. On daily basis for their budget, for their whatever. Oh,
but therefore we waited 1 year for this defense minister, environment, science and technology. Previously, Nehona Mutala Ewo. Briefly on that, na Yanko demonstration.
This is what they want to call environment, science and technology.
Dr. Zaneto.
He didn't want to give it to her. On persuade the man. Environment, science and technology. Okay. Medical doctor. Are you medical doctor? These are some of the ministries.
Some say a policy to implement a policy of the
level of shallow mindedness. The rate at which ministers peruse document, comes with the knowledge they have about it. What did they do? So the speed of work counts. Is comfortable with what he is doing. What did they mention? We will be our medical administration. Why we a medical doctor? So what did they mention? What happens is as in BCB and he was in the system. In the document you all the man a ton anyway. Onyanka empo in the umudada. And our kaya unimuniama or in the decision making contempt. What did they mention? Who will be our year environmental?
Because the health minister, the Kwabinta Akando, or no Eshehodo, to do an item about to a bar a 2 years there or mad Zaneto ministerial appointment. I year defense, and they say, crowd of Brujaja and Fia say, yeah, deputy, so yeah, family the Gilberts now. Wow, it's in the bosom of the president. And then, why
ministries like Ministry of Interior, you can appoint any ceremonial head to the Ministry of Interior. What did they mention? Like Ministry any ceremonial head to the Ministry of Defense. After all, the work. And the minister is just the ceremonial head of the ministry. What did they mention? But baby, it is a Ministry of Health. Baby, it is a Ministry of Technology. What did they mention? A ministry, ye more credence as much as it be a finance ministry. So did they mention? But the point is, a economic-driven ministry. You hear decision in 10 terms, so they are driving the economy. And You don't funny pebianko just take anybody to that way. We be slow down the work of the ministry. Yeah, the document koto nenimua. After just what kind na kusi. Ansana ebikura ni chief director bia be man briefing. Ansana wo hunu the 5 days. So they are taking 4 or 5 days.
One first president said Jamaica no Jamaica to crowd come be. Now say justice atuguba. What is what tie na Zaneto? Justice atuguba
the girl would have been fine defense minister. What did they mention? Because what nani papa is Sujeni. What na onim so onim helicopter nyinaka. Into one way nipa defense ministry one and I said defense system no she's been part of it all this while ni papa a military head for several years tama ya wo ni nyina na ni papa a head of military
but
enti we wouldn't know ho no mo
na reshuffle we wasn't it a man for this if we master stroke na master what was master stroke.
I wonder why they will celebrate even this yesterday
and this if we mumpa
the friend is saying what is it no la Mutala Muhammad Nifi Ashe.
Yeah. 3 nights or 3 days ago now, yes.
And Nura Nifi was the Nura and the day President fine right to say and Nura also reprison. When you say Papa, we say a womb fan who be I say and now you don't for almost 1 year to replace him. Nura noa enipa no eja saya to ne fie ashi no instead of commiserating with him no rather than was our repressing Nura say nkrofo nkobose.
All right, want to be TV so they will come and accuse MPP of insensitivity. But a year a Korea your candidate helicopter is Sikaban Brofiedru almost for Babayobo 419. They would rather come and criticize and accuse the MPP of insensitivity. Saturday they say a demonstration and Sikaban Brofiedru ABI Omono enso ado dem say see edun ketia ebo be hye obobo so obo be ya kwan mom na enra omo accuse NPP of insensitivity. Regional minister on and cry odo the backyard baby a ade no esi ya no obo so obo e kondonche community mining na nkofo ye free mu ya the regional minister hunde obeko akwa hie mu mpo na oni omo adi nkomo okoje fans ewo enkrai ewo djubadie na se e na ochiechi ada osresre dadachi se omo adadao one George ado odo kanwa odo na do all lifting kofo omo so omo de do beto security service obo adwuma perfectly oso omo de no call medicals na nwa jade esi odum obi amba hodum krade no embedi nkomo ebio na mo wi aba be kase empo NPP. Meanwhile, President Mahama Yaka 34 no efrimo odiasa lies the insensitivity accusing NPP. Ajima 2 minutes na fe ko eye demuno de no proper.
Okay. Senka ni papa mu ampa, enka de pa na nka mo beti no wo mo ene senka sankrofo no kwa nka mo yema wo. What would the celebration of that is idea and everyone can want to because naturally a man for you mukoye niema bia and niema nem fata and namsa niema no so and muja bia kan and anu when nipa wuye makwa akotena honom makwa white and demetro no mutala ene omane bo amanu mu anso awu musimu di wo mu afin hia before say mo Bible boss say say ebe kan Nkansah mo say won na nipa 21 asenye wo nkran kwa so chese mo de musu wo no na mo de bosiko musu wo na mo de bosiko mu wi a maka kire MP before say we are insensitive So did they make sure no. Na sabi me no and same way no there. Yeah, I don't want to discuss it because I say we might hear the council say all that they can do and say by on casting bia and fast also. Omode in Simuana na ebetina. Yes, idea. I like the insensitivity. Wo was who nipa wu. Politics ya in Ghana hey. My and woman yen. Enti yan ya de no mabechi na kotum. If you are sensitive and ka wo machi yen nua nkotum na me kan chemse me no emebo ese ewo. So we know how sensitive it is. How sensitive it is. Just akwa to prison no. When say me wo yan this ni na so wu kura me mfa ho. Because me unyame a family agro. Amani mu a enti wuti kumasia na wote ya ne amọ sikadi na wanya bibi kakra atafrinti wote wo keka nsem hunu a enka wo dan ntira enka wo dan tam na wo kasa no na ya wura obi fi president friends incompetent indeed ya kwachene de na you expect that woman to be sensitive to you because obi ewu udi na finjiara. Are they the only persons who have died over the years? Last year no kulampa a free January ebe pem samre even this year a free January ebe pem samre no enipa 8 no munko ani nipa omawu anazo munko ani ewu omum. Are they the 7 Ghana uni nipa omu nkra kwa so no uni public sector workers anu omum uni mo ko meeting anu omu ba ebinum ba benya omu kwanhia ndu omu de omu anwu abla ye omu sum Ghana na enti se ubi bibi na se eye me anya wo ya you don't go on media now won ko celebrate the sentencing of wound to me and come to me say me mra emie ni awreho because we nipa ewu. I don't care. I must be frank with you. I don't care, not for a minute. I don't have a heart for that. So we want to me ko to afiase wo kwan we so na say ye wo de dia bema wan kasa kula na wo kanu wo de opa wa nya accident ni wuchi na se man sha talifufu asire.
All right, so every demonstration every demonstration the petition they want to register our intent and as you triple and sema emma ema yigina so a demonstration enra Ghana for akasa enra your take
Nabuki eda wasi enra media sidabema the organizers of the demonstration Henry Nanabo, the national organizer of the party. I've always said, say, when it comes to organization, we are there. We are one and then so there. And when it comes to organization, Nanabi is an excellent person. Inti media sidabemano. When you're doing so, when you're bema, we are home for. What you say was, we can knee, we bema Nkansah, utuni naya, utuni boom. And no make us say, why Ima omuwo DMB office when you know so Minya Anthony Abayi Fakabu and the director forgotten his name that doctor no me woman na ya de so no na empanyin for omkoye and so akokoboaye e ma adwumade no koye one person now always admire Dr. Okubo nipa ni binu mo hono mu a second round yam for mama no dwuma Bibi Okuboy has always been consistent. Said what yes and what. Dr. Okuboy, the minority was marvelous. Yeah, we are dear. Very well. Very well. I love who instantaneously remembers what is supposed to be said and say it. That's why I love Kyeremanteng Sabunsu. When did you and preppy Adini Sia and once yes, see any panel, you will be on my or your wise. What did you go or your cannon, go ye shoot. and the Maybiano, salute people, no, what they are, and say, what they are saying, be actually, and Nkansah, same move about once, but a bantam so. So you don't only have to be wise. Sometimes you got to be shrewd. And you will do on more a kind of media or no dear or no when you Nkansah de Nkansah or the Bokro and on a Pesemeka or more motor that side of the Queen. There are a lot of cunning people there. Inti enura medanasi or choir of Aswa Udi Jumadino. Na mediasida am the chief of staff. Dr. Baumia, chief of staff, one of us, Kyeremanteng Bunsu, say against all odds, Upi, said baby, I econo. My Indian I am quite wanting. Na Yentin Mabunun Quanque, and my young na on so Obaye, no betechiri, and my Jumadian FFF, Minia Justin could be from edge everybody. Say, Momwa, na mon support to Justin Kudia. He's a young man. Ye tokono so na yeso ni mu ya ebeboa yama yenyade ewo asante memu so na yenyade panso ewo MPP mu abrenyi na mu enti media aseda be mu nyina obia wo ye dwumade ni bibia. I will say thank you to everybody and no Greater Accra region. Rastaman that me peda ku binanka me penny energy no na umunyina nura Greater Accra region mu free region for so ko ye no nyina nso no ye da wo mase nura de omukoko ye kiki asem ana ye ka mo mampanyen ndwandroma ni mahama atie eye ba akopɛ wodi de njo na asem no ya ka so wodi de mecho no but emu no kura ne se sabi empanyen se woni mampam tia wodi de njo unya aba ekutada because mampam na bo anaso asi enti ukasa wonte aji se de bia fa aba de pono enti yan sisi ye ne mampam tie de demonstration de ye nya ida. And this is not the first time pressing our displeasure through numbers. Ama ndisi fuati atiatum. What did them journal? In 2012, 2013, 2014, the same thing. Ye ba mu yada ewa Accra. Na almost and ye be ye den ewa Ashanti region. Ye we and woman said there is danger ahead. So demonstration ye beto akoswaye amumo hunu si ye ni abre enura na omutiri mu ye omu de say what did you because omu ba ye no omu disika akoshe communication mu omu page sika twitwiri dia enkura nya sika mpomfa nto aduane ni wo school no omu page sika twitwiri die e de akwa akoma Felix Kwaku ofusu say onfan kekansema MPP fo nya ehi enti instead say ombobu o man no aye niema papa bi amba Ghana who say between MPP ni NDC for neba omubu o man ombatini o say ompitimi akama MPP for hu aye hi na obi hu kula no akata nani enti there is no point doing anything womo ehun hia womo so mbeye project bia de ewo ho enu de womo ya akromfo yenka drum so muti sei ena omo yesa eno ena omo de koya achichira ena achichira no eduru ba bia emra edewu what did they make no but Frederick Bastiat in the car was say emra ebo ankora ho ban no what did they make no mu sheb na se entimi amo ankora no ho ban ewo community ni din mu a na sa amra no sebe eye nkwase amra eye mra mfaso woni so because on amra ebo no ho ban dada eni ye nyina ankora yakọ kan ye ho abomu se ye pese ye hyemra na ye de bo ye nyina ye ho ban as community de na sa amra ntimi be solitia ankora no what did they make you no enti se owo mra bi na nipa bi solitia no ahunu se sa amra no ye mrafon that is why ye ka kiro mampanyi kwan a ofa so a o chechecheche no doso it seems say emra na wo wi so no sebe that is all we were saying. That is what, and that's how we say, we came to power and you ever fight a criminal libel law. criminal libel and the radio stations are about Umudia MPP Nina. It is the MPP as a political party. And I young solid and I salute Alaji Kwaku Junior, any Uncle Kosi Plus for this one day. I salute him. Yenya Haluna Tanum. So did they make sure no? And now almost solid criminal libel first now Kasa. See ya na netie. Na wuntimi ka wuntimi megina won keka de na wo keka. Enu mu solid na enu mu konsa e ba mu 2001 ene e be repeal criminal libel law say enye mla. Enti obi ka kire say MPP for yen ne e ba ye ne ye chichi obi nti na NDC for e ba ye omo chichi wo ya. That is a lie. That is palpable lie. Ghana shase no la. Ghana shase every baby na duru ha. Sanse muni ya di 2000 na Kwaku ba ko no mako prison akosi plat no mako prison nana kuno do ajima Lawrence onu an kasa ni nua kunu onu an kasa ni nua maame no o mo chenu tu so akoka se mense so waka. What did they do? And it's a criminal libel. And it's how we become some social media. No, yes, no. And I am for your reference to just another the 2024 MPP for that is not true. It is the MPP that repealed the criminal libel. MPP and you catch them for say will be edited will be atama and whom here. That is why Nana Kwaku Fado was so quiet because he was very influential in repealing criminal libel. Nana Kwaku Fado. Demonstration upon demonstration. Lawyer from Penimfua near Tiwomone and Momokasa Takuma. So GHMS and another Kwaku Fado. Of course, I always mention Yoni Kolandi because when I was growing up, no, Yoni Kolandi, lawyer Kwame Kufu, there was not and Omokasa we are, which means yes, they have spoken the law. What do you want your lawyer need? But who pass him more? Makansa binyansa sem edia akyerɛw ɛmo ya kasa ya na criminal libel efiri ho ye ne be yifiri ho no mo ɛma kwan ɛma radio na etimi sole ya political shows ni ho ahone nyina etimi ba so other than that enye MPP a enka keke ngade mo ye nyina ka mo dem asebo eso ne among for Solia, now they are comparing MPP to the NDC. And you know, that. In fact, if there is freedom of speech, that has brought it to Ghana. Now, of course, everyone man acquire SS. What did you join? I see a boy man home by Yahoo somewhere to Rwanda, a blah will be quite described with Yakuba. With a word and answers away. So did the journal. And in Sembinum Honomoa, I was see a bohom by in Sembinum Honomoa, I was say ye free ye casemu. And I've always advocated say, and yet right to say over through be a Kwasu make us a few years. What am John? Nipana or Casano Nimdie big. At least, or can we are able to say, as I'm not near Cano, Sena, there was some other partner in Engrofunim. So I enjoy. Not necessarily say, through being a friend, people are better than a friend, this is better now. Just for argument's sake, we can't see, I know, so I can't see, Nasabina in Simunu, knowing very well, say you are just defending political party and not the progress of the party, of the nation. And you're minding. And now I say, Ankro, and we need and once I'm now. And you say, and ye mana air cost one or man penny, and yet a bro so achichiano. In fact, what children so crying and what children were quiet, you know who's a way say dear, I was see a chira. What did they make you know? And come watch it, hey, me say, would be a would see a moon theatre, ah, see a chimunti. Would see a tape with piano, and now says almost one bed out to her, almost some more tape ni beam. Our radio station be of their own choice. Umpa, young radio good for now o'clock, almost some more tape ni beam. The tape ni see your man young farm young Cassians and coaching crop. Okay. I'm daring them umpa, almost enuanom miensa no omotena ase ensema omkan na saada no omosam monchire Ghana fo nyina say ensem ni not just about obi aka so obi incompetent so you make sure no yeti kroma no mu empra he na wo mon duro na nado enye monkey mfa na atemdidie bata say ne nyama ye political landscape mu de ya na ebi wo mu de but those days kura no na political communication kura no empanyimfo yi wuti wo mu din a wo mu ko radio so je Kyeremanteng na abetena ase so ade de me cho no na me call radio communication way back in 2006 so ade de no but feel na me feel obekọ no koto panyini bi kura wo kasa no ho kura na wo fele so ho ani die wo mu communication must be something and na yes ade no nyina ye ko 2008 2007 2008 me say amane bo ama Felix Kwaku ofosu okuja yes young guys no fresh student from school so mutimi ya na adu no de na sikura ba so
babies with sharp teeth.
Mr. Rollins didn't see Krabaso. That was the reason why Rollins described Musa. More winning elections, and a moment anchor appointments. Appointments. Making Okuja to block a whole deputy minister of education. I didn't know why that. And we started it from there. Honorable Sedunketia, the national chairman of the NDC. One can say Akronfo Dunsu ko Yikronfo Techiamwa. One to say
yeah. After saying people for Echo Mai.
Sense when you na yatini Kromba. Omon Penny John Dramani Mahama. Omon Penny John Dramani Mahama. Catcher Mampenina Bedi Chile, Dr. Bawumia, say, oh, you're stupid. We heard it here. And na sans and abedu enti ye de kanyina ni say achechi in the name of free speech no adolso enya na ni ye sha ase Alhaji Aliu Mahama and started campaign on indiscipline not let nobody claim ownership of indiscipline say one never check campaign ase it is there already when they were insulting no na indiscipline campaign no wokroma. Nobody resurrected it. What did they make sure no? Campaign no ebekoso. You do unto others for what you want others to do unto you. If you insult me, you expect me to insult you. Who did matema? Who help somebody do watem? Who to me did matemu we? Na who we are? What catch me say? Kevin Taylor full way. Sebi. Want to catch me say me tise fufu want. Don't get want. Sa be ma full way. Ti abochire kura bi ase. Me ko US ababia meti akura Kevin Taylor. O tie 2 minutes ye be che no. He cannot even come to where I am. 1 minute. But me say me ko US ababia meti ase Kevin Taylor. O ti me ma ho 1 minute. That foolish boy from Kitikiti say
that man you crowd
the team at them and not they were celebrating on social media. They were celebrating. So ade
but it's Ghana
message you know was simple. Greater Accra Kasa, the Ashanti region will have to respond as well. I was seeing Suya Kasa, near Kasa Kase. Yaya Dono, I was seeing Say it's getting worse. You had here, and you Kasa Buanka, as you are Yana Bua, almost Yana, we can't sleep. And now you're called Fiano Dumia. What can I wash? I am about. Almost say a bibia.
But I say on that, that was a demonstration. No, na yenimsa Kyeremanteng has said so boboba together with other regions, and I say yenimsa beko other regions as well. Na and then Friday barely a week na ye Kwaku tuaba be a few moments no mema ajiman abem how we getting ourselves prepared for next week a year elections no, but news trickling in and I say because what to take a year $1 million bribe be a who answers na say na baby toja US courts are more etna assemble so no more kai and sabna it's so damning na bakule the eba so former president Mahama etiswo between 2014 and 2015 a year former tour MDI your friend Asante Kwaku Beko and a US court or citizenship nibi and a US court at nana semswa no mo odifo na sa time no utua baye $1 million a year power minister bi ene Sabi or power minister no me say asem no call so between 2014-2015 more sa no aka into $1 million bribe $1 million dollars in bribes. Sa time na aksa plant no omo ehwade ye dadum so mu no na jese sika so enam ase na omo kire se power minister bi na advisor no kro de bade sika change hands yenye dadum so mu no na $1 million and then nam ya subu hanuma change hands and then omo enti na jese ensema ewo eno but ajingo next week NPP okay. Saturday next week Saturday regional contest
Obampanyin obekwe sanse mi because nsem bia o yetene Ghana
US for area bibi oba a time with them Nkansah kabebe kai kakran edema but yeah
that's what we him na ma attorney general file no prosecute
na ade US for na wi oba ye no bab na
okay yeah ene ensemo hu hia se yeka elections na ye kono elections a ye butaye ba ko ni sie ni so butaye ne de hen butaye ne say we cannot afford to lose the elections. MPP yentimi entena ensan eni nkuguo bi na bosha meshe enipa nyina ne se 2024 no enye enipa pe ene ma na ba sa etwifa so ewo kwan da ye ho so entimi nye sa bi enti di aka eni se ye nyina ye beka ye ho abom na yetimi akwako ye PSC ye kwako to aba no wo a obi PSC wo koto aba nko ade we shall protect you and protect you well ye bobo ho ba yesu so inti kwako to aba what did you know because o mine na ye chichire no ye ntimi nhwe ema o mine na ye den ense emo however kuya kandifo ama omo akwa akodi akwesa elections ne so a enima binum hia se wo se wo hunu se de na enti e wo se mekoyi wo kandini na mo wo hunu okandini kura e wo se wo yi no what did you know first and foremost communications e wo krom about your party for ni binum thinking about party office and whatever say me na me ba me si party office and me na me ba with all due respect party for a mutie me nyina obi o this message ni be ba mo montungu omu a omo pre party no say omo ba be chairman nyina obi anu afi no oba party no obi anu ofiri mu ne bae omu nyina has been chairman of constituencies ewo you see party officer, it is the making of everybody in the party, including me. Meka home. And you see party office. And maybe that is not political party ye domo a ye kan ye hubo mu say ye de koboa mobrohu fo at the current ye te political party ni say o say amamuo de botaye o say mu ho chiri wo mu nti ye pagye wo mu nso etimi basoro no mu ne ye ebi nti wo na wo to wo de na ubetimi aboa ama saa nkrofo na abla bonso apagye mu. That is why you join a political party. That is why you become a politician. Saa wonu mu de na opese wo de ye no. This modern times ya you mu you have to operate from office enya no kore. Google ekura mpo no a ye use no kakraka e wo wiase nyina no na it was operated from one room from a laptop. So did them to na che yansa na Google wo akwaje office. So did them to no. In the political party there ye ni power ni we ni power ye manfo no a omudi wo mu rashi ye edwuma dia so wo mu. That is why Omampanyimpo, with all due respect to him, Omampanyimpo, because that was not his property. Na emewu. What did he mention? Marco was one who no so if you mean maternal mortality free. Sorry, the mention. Or buy no health insurance in the hospital, cash and Kelly, queen. Now was so acquire health insurance. Emma, one year in first can miss part office, Emma and Crawford Wabra and went to a school fees in Mancora. Or buy a non current in good school. Now I was so acquire a school feeding. Now was so acquire capitation grant. We use the money on the people, the poor people whom we promised there. Yababo, the boa. Ye ba mu bi mu no sika ni ye de ko free SHS mu no apene be offices na ameboa but we decided say we will support Nkolana Muomako school instead of say ye be party office. We won't do that yenye MPP ni F kwine no ya dwene ye say ye property owning democrats. Let us give yem fa nimdie man krofo na omo fom no amobrohunfo no yem mu nimdie yem mu nyansa ni suahunu so mu nyasa nyansa ni suahunu no a omo ankasa betimi abo omo bra. You don't need party office to do anything. Obi si bi chair, that's fine, but CCA, that's not the priority. And the chairmanship na ye kono mu hwe nipa na ankasa. What is he bringing on table? A dear no betimi aye. A dear na dear ye Dr. Baumia ni swadi hunu ni nyina de bekokon. Anya chairman bia ni swadi hunu. What did you mention? Enti a dear na dear ye de ne kokon no na ni swadi hunu no. What will be his final contribution to it and how will he do that? Na dear o de beka ho ne dear no obe de no why sa dear no. Our track record will Egumada. Trace their track record. Again, communication, elections. Which ye nipa dubia emu nwotwe anase nkono beka kiro say MPP for mo hunu mo asem ka. Mo hunu mo asem ka. Entisi ye kokon na ye kono. Enipa bebrebe aye akọ yasem ni ehunu ka the person that ye nam na bedi yanim say must be a good communicator. That person must be a very good communicator. He must be somebody otimi associate no ho with the grassroots. Obia ye koyi no wonja obia o pay for popularity. I was say we ye obia ni deal resonating with the individual. What ni dia muso unim se untuni baby obia the chairman is one of the most difficult in bottom dia mo unim se chairman only can free in bottom vanche but no home freedom chairman sits here and everybody comes obia to untuni dia what MPP. What did you mention? No? That is the type of nipa yepe because obia ni one more or what ahoden the financial muscle to give and microphone nyina sika and say no mobile be every time you want people to come. Nobody has that. In this case sika na de be esa. To abadema obia okasa nipa betina se the reason why to abadema chairman NDC for attack us in this region. Chairman obetimi respond with equal measure. So did you make sure? And the elections na ye kono. It is not about wafa. It is not. As ye ka trimodin a obi aba obi ni ho a oba wiase wo mo obi trimodin da. Ah, ye ka papa obi aya obi ni ho oba wiase wo nya obi papa da. Chen obi a okọ bibia aye bi da. So Sir, me dear,
the only a year, yeah, Baba Twaba, almost.
Our constituency. Me, region, I'm not a region. Yes, if I'm voting, I'll vote for Kwaku. I'm not different with you. Yes. Hey, say, you choose chairman. You choose chairman. A chairman is Ubia.
So your take is Kwabena?
Yes.
Kokofu?
Yes.
And how the communication, who will be your take? Or I know their own call. Why shall I say we make you picks in
communication, Nkansah? Communication I'm talking about. The communication. What did you know? It is the communication as the party. The party, no?
Okay, party.
Yes. The head of the party will strategize. Politics is about communication. So the head of the party will strategize. What did you know? We are just some conducer. You're communicating. One say intimi and very proper be ama. That into the trap of money to me and come say na young crofon radio. Probably it was because there was something somewhere na enkriki entia now what we were supposed to talk about no now we couldn't talk about that one no and no was you leader obetimi akreke saa niema ni nyina de amayen so did you make no but say a party no as communication directorate there party no as communication directorate there then we shall yawo Keskino Supuku Dr. Keskino Supuku on where you know say or no pese
I think say hono true on ishak
yes on where you know say opese oko okuta PhD in minim adukura okuta PhD no but I know he's a yawo Mr. Ishak Chibru also holds master's degree where lecturer ewo KTU, wire board chairman, a whole lot of institutions. Leading a directorate as communications directorate, is a management position. It is not actually the first say who can communicate. And yet, so did they make no? You assess them. I need ye nipa de manipa one. What did they make sure no? Twa eniamo ho nsimhunu a emfata a ekoso enso so no will be another determining factor ewo anything na ye biemu. So what did they make sure no? Enti obi a beba be kanasem asa wonim wo mo no wonim no ye a no wabusa na chi. So I did the image no we send a chia because a kungo ya kono we cannot lose it. And now we don't have one thing in Chiro. Obi obeka wono wa form team say team we no betim no na ya adwuma no. He's a why didn't he choose you? Yeah, elections. No be catch was say wono na form team say ni team obetimi no ma ya adwuma ni a. No obi say ahun say any all form team no ade no wa mefa wono fa de wono fa ne ne de ba no. No obetimi no wa ya adwuma. Ask yourself if you had presented yourself. India obi akwa ye kono on merits. Oh baby e ba no on merits. Say wa ya adwuma na adwuma wo ye ene de o metene krom ha emme kan kire nipa nyina for about 2 consecutive times say adwuma na edema obi na amwo anye ntini wanye na say nipa kro na ba say dey for adwuma na mame when you know very well say any election and you don't know say ebia the same friction na wo nipa na wo kwa elections and no support no ebetu ya happen between one Dr. Bawumia ama nipa na say adwuma ne and wo mu a na wo mu ye obi na amama anya obi mra wo mu nkotena nche wo mu ye wo mu nkonche kuna I'm sorry Brodo Swana so ya Kwaku fado nsia kase ebono aka na wotwe ba akopɛ entina Mwawu Sajiman kasa edebre so no na wotwe ba akopɛ you vote and vote wisely post the edisa odo ehim meno de udim dada bi aba bi differ with aye Ajiman or den ho Kwaku apia enti e hono the differences no that's your choice enti onu ye kokofu beso be your den ho Kwaku apia na media me maka enti anu no yi akwasi nti afiri mu bɔkɔ meso be se François omuaye ya Jamaica ode wada ena ya mama nye François omuaye na wama François tena ba bi bɔkɔ de Samuel Ukuo se Paul Yando ena ode de beba ho de ye be nhwe ho akwasi nti obi create division. I don't think so we need that right now enwa ebia bibi ko so no de obi a ene obesa to be the ababa ye current penny oba enti yentwu so wa eno ne penanye me wa e kasa bebrebe da bi de bia next week me choice no na mokoto na mu yi obo de fine eno so de na delegates na akasa na delegates e na akasa enkofu obi wo hodoma member kwa akoto ba no kokrobo tire eyemodia ye gina ye per region no eyie na bibia koso kama na enra ye waye bibi ma election day wo me de ama me bubodi ni bi no me be say ya mekumu the last time Kwaku was here election just a man for per bus akwakoto aba wo baby na organizer bi gina baby na media menye na manfo bakosa because of such the divisions organizer organizer that also that just a manfo bakosa so media na near try that's the problem I have with Fifi or Bantba and near maybe all the my young creating we don't want to go there again the bekan pepper said yet over to you next week near to ababidi and the cake